When you think of a boss fight, what do you think of? Maybe it's the final boss of Hollow Knight. Maybe it's Crota from Destiny. Maybe it's Sans from Undertale. But what's something all of these have in common? It's the music. The music is what creates the aura of the boss. And without that exhilarating music, the upbeat drums, maybe some guitar or other fast-paced instrument from an orchestra, the boss fight wouldn't hit the same. Most of the time, a boss fight is structured this way. And this is what creates the aura of the boss. It gives the player determination, invokes emotions of courage, but also creates a sense that this is the real deal. Bosses like Crota won't just lay over nice and let you have your way. They're gonna fight back, and they're gonna be mean. However, there's typically an exception to this rule. Not all boss fights are met with intense Doom-style music whenever you fight them, and it's for a reason. One such game is Dark Souls. If you've never played, it came out in 2011, so I do not feel sorry for spoiling it. You might just be behind, you might be living under a rock. You, as the player, are tasked with defeating enemies from the Age of Fire. After clearing through enemies such as tree huggers, balls of goop, and the ceaseless discharge, you eventually find yourself face to face with Gwyn, the Lord of Cinder, the ruler of this land, the man who could throw lightning, the man who basically ushered in the Age of Fire. And as you approach, you expect Gwyn to have this epic boss music, something like all other bosses before him, and yet, this place. Now you might be scratching your head, because why is the Lord of Cinder, the man who could throw lightning, playing such somber music? During the fight, something seems off about Gwyn. He's old, slow, and he's the only boss in the game able to be parried. This fight with Gwyn isn't one where you prove your worth and prove you're stronger, like Ornstein and Smough, or the Iron Giant, or any of the bosses before. Your fight with Gwyn is a plea, a cry to end the suffering, a begging for mercy. Gwyn isn't here to prove who's stronger. Gwyn is blindly attacking based on instinct. But while his instincts are sharp, his body and mind are exhausted. He's been alive so long and ruled over the land for so long, keeping the Age of Fire alive at the expense of his own sanity. He refuses to let go of the past. Once you realize this, it's easy to understand why the creator of Dark Souls chose this theme for Gwyn. Although it's not upbeat, it doesn't give you the same feelings as the boss fights in other games. Your fight with Gwyn is nothing short of incredible. The music still evokes emotions and elevates the fight for the player, but in a different way. It makes you sorrowful. Everything up until this point has been a battle for control and domination, to see who's the strongest. But this is no longer a competition. This is about ending an era and giving Gwyn the dignified death he deserves, putting him out of his misery. I love that Dark Souls is able to create emotions like this in the player that show the depth of Gwyn as a final boss. He's more human than other bosses, more able to empathize with. Gwyn's boss fight is different from most other boss fights in this way. Whereas most games create this big bad character with epic music to evoke emotions of determination and strength in the character, a reminder of their will, Dark Souls doesn't do that. Dark Souls make you question if this is the right decision, if this is humane, if this legend of a man is really ready to go out like this. All these emotions are portrayed not by the boss, not by the way he moves, not by the way he fights, by the music that tugs on the heartstrings of the player and draws them to this conclusion that the game wants to see. Unlike most other bosses, Gwyn is sorrowful and ready to go. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I really love making this one. I played Dark Souls a couple years back, so it was really fun for me to kind of look back at it and make this video. I got a couple more in the works right now. I'm sure you guys are going to enjoy. I know it was a shorter video, but it was just an idea I wanted to get out there. Thanks so much for watching it. I love y'all boys. Peace.